All right, I got a USB cable that's gonna blow your mind. If you've never seen this before, you're gonna define your life in terms of before and after finding out about this cable. You'll tell all your friends, well, let's not get carried away. Let me just show you exactly what it does. Here's a battery pack. Here's a glass or a Giga that I just made the other day, and there's nothing special about it. It just happens to have a micro USB port on it, so that's what we want. Now I'm gonna simply plug it in. And magically, of course, it works. But you'll notice I plugged it in directly the first time and got it right. So this can be plugged in 2 different ways. This can be plugged in 2 different ways. I only really had a 1 in 4 chance of getting it right. Did I get lucky or did I set it out in advance? Well, the answer is actually neither. Check this out. Flip it over, put it back in. It still works. Wait, what? Yep, no joke, watch. Flip it over, back in, still works. You can put it in either way, it still works. Data and power. How is it possible? Well, this is completely standard. This could be your Samsung phone, could be anything. This, however, is specially engineered so it can go in either way. It also has duplicated sets of pins on both sides so that everything works no matter which way it goes in. Which is pretty damn cool if you think about it, but what about the other end? You always get this wrong, right? It feels like more than 50% of the time you get those wrong. So, what do? Well, it's also fully reversible. Works both ways. As you can see, this cable has a center divider that I believe can flap either way depending on how you insert it, and then the pins are duplicated, and that allows this end also to be put in either way. They come in all different lengths. They come in micro USB, mini USB. Of course, you don't need them in Lightning, but they come in most formats. They're actually pretty cool as well because this end is really tough. This has a really heavy duty rubber plastic strain relief, and this cable is actually Kevlar. Why they make a Kevlar cable, I have no idea. I mean, if you need a Kevlar USB cable, you've probably got bigger problems than data communications. Hey, I'm Dave. Welcome to my shop. What's going on, Dave? Doing infomercials now? What's next? The secret life of the ShamWow? No, but I was really impressed with this cable. Everybody's come into my shop, has seen it, and they just kind of look at me 3 times when I show them it's reversible, and I didn't know they existed either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link to this in the description, and I found some slightly cheaper ones, like this cable at 10 feet is $11.99 on Amazon. So I mean, even with the Kevlar and the fancy strain relief and all that, they're not that expensive, and it is a major name brand, so it's not a cable brand, which is kind of weird. But to answer your question of why I'm making this video, there's actually 2 reasons. The first is because I wanted to show off the cable, and I didn't want to script the whole video about it, so I thought, hey, I'll just throw it into the next time I have some kind of announcement to make, and so there you go. But also because I've been working hard on what was the 30 languages project, which is now the 45 languages project, because we have the Prime Sieve now ported to, yes, that's right, 45 different computer languages, from Ada to Zig and pretty much everything in between. I've been holding battles between languages of similar types, you know, C, Rust, all that class of languages, and then wild things like PowerShell and Bash, and putting those together in episodes, and so that's taken a lot of time. So I thought it'd be fun to do kind of just a quick, off-the-cuff, non-scripted video on a topic that was simple to talk about, which is this amazing cable. Now, why am I pimping this cable so hard? What am I in it for? The money? Well, yeah, a little bit, but not for me, because remember, I'm only in this for the subs and likes. Any profits I make from this channel whatsoever for this calendar year, whichever year it is, 2021, will go to autism research, which will probably mean the U of W Autism Center, because I go there once a year, I make a donation, and I will just add it on top. So that way, if you buy this cable, if you recommend this video to another person, if you forward them a link to it and it goes viral and it goes crazy and people are just buying this cable to save their lives, what's going to happen? Kids with autism are going to benefit. Not me. Well, I mean, I'll get subs and likes. That's what I'm in it for, right? So, hey, everybody wins. Plus, you could buy a Dave's Garage mug. Same reason. Any profits? Kids. So, there you go. And while I've got your attention on the 45 languages project, if you are a C, C#, C++, Rust, assembly in either x86 or ARM, or heck, doesn't matter, any platform. Well, it can't be any platform because we have to put it into the benchmark matrix, so it has to run on a Mac or a PC at least. But either way, if you can write code that you think is faster than the current implementations for the prime sieve, please do so, because right now the mainstream high-performance languages are not winning. In fact, it's a fairly new language that is king of the hill at the moment. So it's probably because it's had a lot of attention from aficionados and fans of the language. Check out the GitHub project. And I do have one favor to ask, and this is from the project leaders themselves. They've asked that if you could please improve and fix, well, they're not broken necessarily, but improve upon the existing implementations instead of everybody just adding a new implementation when they come in, because that's pretty easy, but we'd like to keep the number of implementations per language down to anything that's a really important variation. So in C, we have some that encode factors and some that don't. We call that base versus wheel. Actually, that'd be wheel versus base. So the ones that operate on a factor wheel, where everything has to be not congruent to 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, all the factors up to 30, I think. There's a method of doing that, but that's kind of cheating because it includes prime factors. So we delineate whether or not each algorithm has that kind of thing. Anyway, I won't bore you with all the information right now, but go to the video description, check out the link to GitHub, and stop on by and have a look. Now, if you do know anybody that uses USB cables and could benefit from, not wasting time plugging them in upside down half the time, or more than half the time, because it just feels wrong the first time and you think, it's probably wrong, and you flip it, and now you're doing it more than 50% of the time. It's crazy. Anyway, forward them a link to this video. Maybe they'll find it entertaining. Maybe they'll buy a cable, and the kid will get whatever support that is that they are provided under these programs. I won't keep you long. This is a short little video, so thanks for stopping by. In the meantime and in between time, I hope to see you next time, right here in Dave's Garage.